And just the new format of my news breaks are really a lot shorter.
Oh yeah?
So
Okay.
I'm probably not gonna do the 6-minute interview I might have used to have done, but
Yeah.
so don't worry if it's
It's
only,
short?
yeah,
Yeah, no problem.
alright. Test. Alright, I wanna make sure that I have the right levels. Can I
Okay.
just get you to tell me your name and the title, the group that you're with and your title in the group?
It's Marisol Marquez, spelled Marisol, Marquez, and Raices in Tampa.
Okay. And do you have a position in the group? Or?
I'm just an organizer,
Right.
member.
I'm gonna move I know it looks really close.
A bit closer?
I'm gonna move it a little bit closer, just is that bothering you
No.
that it's that close? Because it kind of has
Yeah.
to be. I don't like that microphone very much.
Does that sound better?
It does.
Cool.
All right, good. So let's begin. This Saturday, you have an event that's an immigration panel called Stop the Heartbreak. What's this panel and why is it called Stop the Heartbreak?
Yeah, so our panel is basically to talk about the state of immigration currently, not just in the state of Florida, not just in the city of Tampa, but all over the United States. As we know, there are tons of heartbreaks when parents of the undocumented or parents who are undocumented themselves get separated from their families and their children who might be citizens or of any kind of legal status, you know, they're heartbroken because their parents are deported and then they shove them into this, you know, orphan system where they're up for grabs for anyone who might potentially adopt them. So.
And so you have a panel coming up this Saturday. What's going to be happening there?
Well, at our panel, we're going to have a lot of different speakers from the Bay Area, as well as a very important civil rights leader who helped found the Brown Berets. His name is Carlos Montes. He is a Chicano activist from LA, Los Angeles, and he's going to be telling us a little bit about the battle for licenses for the undocumented back in California. As you might know, a lot of people are currently benefiting from the ability of being able to apply for a driver's license in the state of California. It just started in January. So he's flying in. We're going to have people from United We Dream, Tampa Bay, Faith in Florida, Casa Chiapas, Young American Dreamers, and of course us, you know, and we're going to be talking about what are the next steps that we need to do in immigration since, as we know, immigration hasn't really advanced for the undocumented.
Giving people without documentation the ability to drive cars, to have licenses, is something that you've been pushing for here in Florida. It sounds like it's something that's happening in California, but you hope to happen here?
Yes, exactly. The state of Florida is actually a pretty oppressive state for not just the undocumented, but for a lot of us. Florida state is one of the only states across the country that uses a system that tags and flags people's license plates. If you're undocumented, what that means for you is if you're pulled over more than 3 times for driving without a driver's license, your charges would suddenly become a felony. And as we know, a felony for an undocumented person spells out that they will never be able to apply for any kind of legalization or citizenship if they want to. So, you know, we're fighting against that. We're trying to have a stop to deportations. We want the undocumented to be able to have legalization. So pushing for a driver's license is one of those very basic steps that we can do. And, you know, as we know, Florida does not currently issue driver's licenses to the undocumented, so we're going to keep fighting for that until it's possible.
Moving toward Washington, D.C., Congress is threatening to defund the Homeland Security Department because of President Obama's immigration actions, executive actions on immigration. What do you think should happen in Washington?
Yeah, well, as we know, President Obama in November issued DAPA, which is extended to those undocumented parents who might have children who are legalized. And, you know, there's a huge threat against that step that Obama did. If it were to be removed, or if, you know, steps were taken against this very small step in the right direction, it would spell a lot of bad things for these people who would like to benefit from this, you know, extension that President Obama gave. There's a lot of things that still need to happen, but I don't think that Congress is really helping the situation out by any means.
And finally, let our listeners know about what they might expect if they go on Saturday. Where is it, when is it, and how can they find out more information?
Thank you. So the event is called Stop the Heartbreak. If you search it on Facebook, you'll find it very easily. We are Raices in Tampa, which means roots in Tampa. And the event is on February 14th, which is this Saturday. It starts at noon and it'll end at 2 p.m. It's going to take place at First United Church of Tampa, which is located at 7308 East Fowler Avenue. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Thanks so much. I appreciate your time.
Appreciate it. I was like, oh, that's a long